Welcome to the GM Podcast, hosted by Audrey Miller and Gavin Bullock. This is a show that includes, but is not limited to, sports talk. If you enjoy, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, comment your favorite sports hot takes, as we will be doing a separate video addressing those. Welcome to the GM Podcast. Today we have episode 2. We're predicting the Week 1 NFL games.
That's good.
And the reason we got different backgrounds, we both home for the weekend, and we both about to go to sleep right after this. We got to go back to school tomorrow, unfortunately. But so we didn't get the Week 1 game in, but I picked the Lions to cover. Gavin didn't.
Yeah.
So I'm 1-0, and he is 0-1. I'm probably gonna win this thing too. But all right, let's get it started. All right. So first game, we got the Ravens favored by 9.5 against the Texans. And I'll start out. I think the Ravens are going to cover that game.
Yeah, they're covering it.
Yeah, the Ravens have a good thing going this summer. They have new weapons. They're ready to play, you can tell. And the Texans' whole new system. I think the Ravens take that handily.
Yeah, I think Lamar Jackson, like I said, he's going to start off good. Hopefully have an MVP caliber season again if he can stay healthy. So I think he'll start the season with a blowout with all his new weapons. They'll look really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not too much on that one. Interesting one here though. Bengals and Browns. Bengals are favored by 2.5 in Cleveland. So I'm gonna take Cleveland on this one. I would have taken Cleveland to win the game anyway, based on Joe Burrow's health right now. I'm not sure. And Joe Burrow and the Bengals can't. That's the one kryptonite they seem to have every single year. I think Joe Burrow's 1-5 against Cleveland. So I think that will repeat. Like I said, I have Cleveland winning that division. So I think this will be a coming out party for that offense. And I think Myles Garrett will have about 3 sacks tomorrow as well because he kills them every single time. So, yeah, I got the Browns.
So Joe Burrow's still playing though?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Bengals to cover that.
2 points, okay.
Yeah, I think they'll cover that. I think we're about field goal.
You think so? Why you think that? Why you think that?
I just Joe Burrow, Jamar, like it's just these teams with like the team that I think is better, I think is gonna win in Week 1. Like I think it's when they're all motivated. That you can have upsets later in the season when it's later in the season and it's teams might not be fully motivated to come out that week. But I think Week 1, I think most of the best teams will just take the win in Week 1.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
All right. Next game, we got Bucks and Vikings in Minnesota. Vikings are favored by 5. I'm gonna take Minnesota. This is a tough one for me. I think I'm gonna go with Tampa Bay as an upset. Not to win the game, but to cover the spread. Don't like Tampa Bay at all, but I think Minnesota. I don't like the motivation with this team. I'm not sure how high they are on their guys. But I think Baker Mayfield, they're playing with house money every single game this year. They know they're in the Caleb Williams sweepstakes. So I think I'm going to take the Bucks to cover, but I'm not going to take the win. But I'll take the Bucks to cover tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm going to take Actually, I'm going to take the Bucks to cover. Yeah. I think they're going to lose, but I'm going to take the Bucks to cover. The Vikings, last year, they had a good year. They had a great year. They didn't turn out the one at the end, but regular season, they had a great year. But I look back, they had a lot of close games. Like there was a lot of their season. It's almost like their season could have went another way. Like they had a lot of stuff go for them, and they made winning plays, but I just think they were a little overhyped. I'd say.
Absolutely.
I think last year, I think it was like Week 2. The Eagles kind of exposed them on that. They were not.
Flag.
No. I'm done giving y'all props. All right, next game.
All right, next game we got Titans at Saints. Saints are going to be favored by 3 right here. This is going to be an easy one for me. I'm going to take the Saints. I think tomorrow is going to be the Saints coming out party. I'm big on the Saints. I've seen a lot of people who think they're overhyped. They just have an easy schedule, blah, blah, blah. They have great receivers. Once Alvin Kamara gets back from what did he do again? He punched somebody in a bar? I don't know.
Way to go.
Yeah, come on, bro. But I think when he gets back, this is gonna be a scary team in the NFC that nobody wants to see, especially in New Orleans. So I'll take New Orleans to cover against Tennessee.
Yeah, I think New Orleans gonna have a great season, and they might have home field advantage in the playoffs. Like their
Yeah,
schedule, I think we've stated that in the past that they had the. I think we have can agree that they have the easiest schedule, and
yeah.
then so from what it looks like so far, but I'm gonna take Tennessee to cover.
Wow.
I think the addition of D Hop, I think Derrick Henry still has
Yeah.
of his prime left. I think week one they'll run the ball a lot. I think Mike Vrabel probably win the coaching battle there. I think week one I'm gonna take the Titans.
Tennessee also has some hurt receivers, by the way. I forgot the dude
Out
last
playing?
year. Huh? Yeah,
D Hop's playing?
no, Diop's playing, but their second
Okay.
receiver, the rookie from last year with the pretty
Yeah.
eyes. Yeah, I don't know what his name
No.
is though. He's a
Yeah, way
dog.
to go.
He's a dog though. He's a dog though. But that, yeah, I'm taking the Saints on that one. Next game because whoa. All right, Panthers in Atlanta tomorrow. Um, Atlanta's favored by 3.5. I'm going to smash the over on that one. I think the Falcons might destroy. Carolina, I don't like Carolina as a football team right now. The only bright spot I like is Bryce Young, and
Yeah.
That O line is going to have a waking up party tomorrow. Like they're going to get destroyed. And I like the one thing I do like though is Carolina's defensive front, and that is Atlanta's strength. So I just actually encouraged myself to take Carolina while I was speaking. So I'm going to take Carolina in this one. Um, I think they'll stuff the run tomorrow. And yeah, man, I guess they'll do some work. It's a divisional game, so it'll be closer than 3.5.
Yeah,
That's what
I'm gonna take the Falcons.
yeah,
Uh I think, like you said, Carolina's a good defensive front, but I think Atlanta has three good running backs. Three good
yeah,
running backs. And I think it'll be close, but I'm gonna take Atlanta to cover that.
yeah. It's interesting to see how long Carolina will be able to stay on the field offensively, so that defense doesn't get worn out. And
Yeah.
if that doesn't happen, they have a chance to win the game. But
I'll be tuned into that game, hopefully see.
yeah,
Bijan Robinson hopefully does well. But
yeah, I'll stay confident in Carolina on that one just because. Next game we have Jacksonville in Indy. Jacksonville will be favored by 4.5. It's over for me.
yeah.
Don't like anything in Indy right now at all.
Yeah. I think Indy will get Caleb Williams. They'll be right there for that. I'm gonna take the over with Jacksonville. I like
Yeah,
Jacksonville this year. I
yeah,
don't know about I
they're
don't know
gonna
about I don't know about Super Bowl or anything, but I think they'll be a really good team this year.
yeah, Super Bowl, but I think they're in that Indy is in that Caleb Williams, Shador Sanders sweepstakes right now. By the way, Shador Sanders with another good game today.
Yeah,
Um, I'm scared for
I'm
Colorado.
I'm
I'm
already
scared
ready
for
for that
Colorado.
Oregon game and the USC
Yeah,
game.
I'm scared for them though because Nebraska in that first half, bro. If they had any other quarterback, Jesus Christ, Colorado
Yeah.
would have been in trouble. But
Yeah.
yeah,
I'll give Colorado's defense some credit though.
yeah, they stepped up. They
They
definitely
look good.
stepped up.
I think they forced 3 or 4 turnovers. Look
And
good.
then they got a Colorado got a sleeper out there. I forgot what his name is. I think they obviously got
10,
Jimmy
the
Horn,
receiver.
number 10, Weaver.
Yeah,
Weaver's a
now he's a
dog.
dog.
Yeah.
And I want to say 40 something on defense. I know he recovered a fumble.
I think his name is Dominic or something like
He's
that.
a dog. He's a dog.
They definitely got some dogs. I think if their main emphasis right now, I
Up
noticed,
front.
yeah, it's got to be up front, stopping the run. If they can stop the run, I mean, bro, the
I
world
think
is
that's the
yours.
biggest challenge with them facing like the Alabamas and the Georgias and teams like that and the
Yeah,
Oregon USC upcoming. I think the biggest thing is up front, D line and O line. If they can get that, I think Deion Staley, if they can
yeah.
get those positions, they'll be very successful because they
I
have the positions.
I think the difference in the USC game will be they'll just get outduded. Like too many
Yeah.
big dudes is just not gonna work. Yo, what's up with me tonight, bro?
I don't know. You're on one.
Yeah,
All right, let's get it. Let's get it rolling. Let's
yeah,
get it rolling.
we're gonna edit that out.
No, we're not.
All right, next game. We got 49ers at Pittsburgh, and San Fran is gonna be the favorites by 2 points. I'm gonna take Pittsburgh on that one. In Pittsburgh, I like what they got going on right now. Kenny Pickett had a pretty good preseason. You got Deontay Johnson out there still. George Pickens ready
He's
for a
gonna be a
breakout
dog. George
season.
Pickens is gonna be
Yeah.
good.
So, and Mike Tomlin, I think this will be a bounce back year for him. I like what they're doing. I like the culture right there in Pittsburgh, so I'll go with Pittsburgh on that one.
Yeah, I agree with everything you just said. Other than who's gonna win the game, I'm gonna take the 49ers on that spread. I'm gonna take the 49ers to
Yeah,
cover that. But yeah, I think Steelers can be really good. And I think it's crazy. I think looking at that division, I think the Browns, who you have coming first, I got them coming last. I think they will find a way to lose.
I think that makes sense because that division is so stacked. I mean,
Yeah.
you could literally make an argument for every single team being number one in that division. So
Yeah.
that's what I love about the AFC this year. I think when you look, there's there's about four good teams in the AFC East. The AFC South's horrible, but then the other three divisions are stacked up. And
Yeah.
so yeah, I think that'll be entertaining to watch. I'll probably tune into that one.
Yeah.
We got Commanders versus Cardinals in Washington. Washington's favored by 7 points. Yeah, I got Washington. Um, right now, I think Arizona's going to shop for Caleb Williams as we speak. I don't think they're interested in playing football in the 2023-2024 season. So, yeah, I'm not going to spend so much time on that one. And I think Washington's going to cover.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he covered everything. I think the Cardinals are
Yeah,
they're gonna be a special kind of bad this year, and it'll be fun to watch.
impressive. Yeah,
Yeah, it'll be.
Buda Baker versus the world. That's gonna be a rough one. Next game we got my Eagles.
I just picture him in Hard Knocks screaming at the whole team.
Yo, if they had a Hard Knocks on them this year, bro, he might start swinging, bro.
Nah.
That bro. Anyways, bro, let's go. We're gonna go to Philly at New England. Philly's only favored by 3.5 right here. Obviously, home field has to do something with that, but I'm definitely gonna take Philly. No bias here. I'm definitely gonna take Philly to cover that 3.5 point spread. Too much talent there. Patriots offensively have been pretty bummy since Brady left, so I think their defense will give us some problems like the Patriots defense always does, but I still got the Eagles to cover that.
Yeah, I got the Eagles covering that. Like I said, I don't know about if they'll win it all, but I think the Eagles have the most talented roster
Yeah.
up to bottom. I mean, it's just every position is just, and I just don't see a way the Eagles. I mean, I don't see the way they lose this Sunday. And I honestly think it would be a blowout, but I could.
Yeah. No, I'm on the same boat. We got Raiders and Broncos in Denver. Denver's favored by 3.5. This is an interesting one because Denver's the one team in this league where I have no clue where they could end up. So
Yeah.
I
They have
think
a high floor, low ceiling.
exactly. So I think me and you are both Denver supporters. I think
Yeah.
we do think we're on the side that they'll be a playoff team this year. So I'm gonna take Denver to kick off with an established win, but it's a divisional game, so I think they'll cover by a little bit. It's 3.5 point spread, but
3.5.
yeah, it's a rough one for sure. Yeah, I think
Yeah, I think.
the stuff that's been surrounding the locker room though this year is like Sean Payton is a mess.
Yeah.
I mean, they talking. I feel like they got a target on their back for sure. So I'll still take Denver though.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Denver, but I don't think. I think it'll be a good game.
Yeah,
I got to see how Devontae Adams and Jimmy Garoppolo, how that connection works. So
yeah,
I
I do.
think
I'm
I think
interested in that.
there's some questions on that, but I mean, I think Denver will find a way to win this game.
Yeah. All right, next we got the Dolphins and the Chargers. Chargers favored by 3 in LA, which really doesn't mean anything. The Chargers don't have a home crowd. There'll be more Miami fans in there than anything. So I'm gonna actually I'll take the Chargers to cover. I think with Jalen Ramsey out, I think the Chargers have way too many weapons for them. Look, I mean, the Chargers find a way to disappoint me every time I bet on them.
Yeah.
But I think they'll have a good coming out party tomorrow. Yeah, I think they'll get them.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Dolphins. I think the Dolphins are gonna win this game.
Yeah.
I think like I said, just Waddle and Tyreek. I just think they're so explosive, and I'm not high on Tua, but I think it works. Like I don't know how far he could take them, but I think it works. And like you said, Tyreek Hill had a chance. I mean, he had a historical season last
Yeah.
year. I think at least for game one, he'll keep that up, and with no film on them or anything at first, I think the Dolphins will do pretty good in this game. I got the Dolphins winning.
Yeah, I think if Tua does his job, they could go however they. I don't know. That's
Yeah,
just that's one of those teams.
yeah.
Um,
I
Packer.
mean, yeah. I mean, they won. Like I said, not to cut you off, but I mean, they won when he played. I mean,
Yeah. So
so
it's definitely a scary team. I
yeah,
don't have them personally as a playoff team, but they're definitely a team that could ruin somebody's season at least.
yeah.
Next game we got Packers at Bears. Chicago only favored by a point. Basically, got to pick a winner in this one. I'll pick Chicago. Honestly, I think both are relatively new systems, and I think Justin Fields will be extremely explosive this year. So I'll take the Bears to win this one.
I think it'll be an interesting game. I think it has the possibility to be a shootout if Jordan Love can put up points, but I don't know why. I don't hate Jordan Love. I think the Packers are gonna win this game. I
Okay.
think uh Packers O-line, I think he still has some weapons left over from what Aaron Rodgers had to work with. I'm gonna take the Packers to win this game.
Yeah.
Weird feeling.
Okay. We got Rams and Seahawks in Seattle. Seattle favored by 5. I'm gonna take Seattle to cover that one. This is a divisional game, so it could end up being close. But with Cooper Cup out, the Rams have some of the least depth in this league right now. I mean,
Yeah.
their number one is probably Ben Skoranek. I wouldn't bet on that. With the DBs they got over there in Seattle. Yeah, I think Seattle's about to, and I'm really interested to see what JSN does and how
Yeah.
effective he is in this offense. Because when you have a guy like Tyler Lockett, who's Mr. Reliable, you have a guy like DK Metcalf, who's almost unguardable.
They got
You,
weapons.
you add the best college football receiver that we've seen in a minute. I mean, I don't. That's going to be exciting to watch.
Yeah, I think like you said, they got a lot of explosive weapons, and I think Seattle like has a good culture over there too. I mean, just
Yeah.
a lot of teams like you see like they might not be as good, but like I mean you see the Lions in week one, like they have a great culture and it just like I like teams like that and I think it
Yeah.
translates to winning. So um I'm gonna take I'm gonna take Seattle to cover that. I think they might dominate possibly.
All right. Next game, this Sunday night football gets very interesting. Cowboys at Giants, and Dallas is going to be favored by 3.5 here. I will take Giants to. I'm a Cowboy hater. I can't do it, but I don't even think the Giants are a playoff team this year. Honestly, I think they're capable of winning a lot of games, but
Yeah.
I don't think they will. But I do have them covering this one at home. Um, it's a divisional game. You never know. I don't know why Dallas will be favored by 3.5 away.
When do they play?
Sunday night, Sunday night football.
Sunday night.
Yeah. So I think they'll be well coached enough to pull this one out. I actually have the Giants winning, not just covering.
Yeah. I think it's Sunday night football. The lights are kind of bright, but it's not a big deal game um in the totality of the season. This
Yeah.
isn't a huge game. I mean, it's a divisional game, so it's obviously important, but I don't think like we're looking back on this game like you know what I mean?
And make or
So
break the season. Yeah.
yeah, so I'm gonna take the Cowboys. I mean, when there's no pressure on Dak, I like him. I
Yeah.
think just whenever there's any type of moment where he has to step up, he just pisses down his leg. But
Oh, that's
but
real.
it's one of those moments. So I think with their defense, I think their defense probably. I mean, their defense might score a touchdown or two. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm high on the Cowboys defense. So I think if Dak Prescott just doesn't lose them the game and he just plays his role and check downs and makes the right play, which might or might not happen, but I think they'll win the game. I think they'll cover.
Okay. Okay. That's interesting. All
Yeah.
right. Last game Monday night. We got Bills at Jets. This is a game that I'll definitely be tuning into.
Yeah.
Buffalo favored by 2.5 on the road. I'm definitely gonna take the Jets just because of that fact. And I think
But Buffalo's away.
Buffalo's away and they're favored. So I think with the problems New York gave Buffalo last year defensively, and with the addition of an offense that could put up points, hopefully, you know how I am with the Jets offense this year. I think they're overrated.
Yeah.
But I think the team as a whole is still extremely talented. And I think the energy in that building tomorrow night with the first game of Aaron Rodgers, it has to be high. So, yeah, I'm going to take the Jets to not only cover, but I think they're going to win this game.
Yeah, I think the Jets will win the game. But I think, like you said, there'll be a lot of energy. But I think the biggest difference in this game, surprisingly, with two future Hall of Fame quarterbacks, I think it'd be the running game, honestly. I think the Jets run the ball well, have a more well-rounded offense. And like you said, Bills are relying on the pass, but I mean, Sauce Gardner on Diggs. I mean, they match up well against the Bills offense. So I think it's a matchup problem for the Bills. The Bills might be a better team, but it's just a matchup problem. So I'm going to take the Jets.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that wraps it up. Keep commenting these hot takes. We're trying to
make a video on them eventually.
Exactly. And I know some of y'all watching got some really foolish, outlandish, don't know what y'all talking about takes. So just put them in the comments. We'll get to them.
Yep.
Peace.